Hey, this is Joel with American Giants. I thought we would do another episode this Sunday on a visit I did back in 2012. It was December of 2012. I was right around my 80 or 81st sighting of Muffler Man, so a long time ago, pretty early on. And I was working a job near Seattle. And at the time, I was doing a number of videos with Bo Carnegie, and he was traveling with me along with Adam Arnetto. And we were doing Route 66 in Illinois and some of our very early YouTube episodes. And so at the end of that year, Bo was out on a trip with me in Seattle, and the two of us went to Shelton, Washington to check out a Bunyan. It wasn't on public display, and it was kept in storage most of the year except for a few public events. And so I managed to find the owner or the caretaker of the Bunyan, and his name was Lloyd Prouty. And what happened next was Lloyd pretty much gave us his day. We showed up and he took us all around town, told us the complete history of the Bunyan, and really told us the whole story. And that footage has been sitting on a hard drive for years. And recently I've been doing some research, found some pictures of that Bunyan when he was at Binger's gas station. And I started remembering this trip that we did with Lloyd and how we filmed all this video and shot all this video and we never did anything with it. And so this week I've dug back in the hard drive. I found all that footage. I found Lloyd's story. His phone number no longer works. And I did find a Lloyd Prouty obituary for 2021 in August. So I don't know for sure, but Lloyd may have passed. I'm having trouble getting a hold of him. And we've heard that the Bunyan has now been moved to a historical society nearby. I've had various reports of it along a highway there near a barn, and that it still appears in public events from time to time. So I don't know who the current caretakers are. It doesn't appear to be Lloyd anymore, but I thought it would be fun to go back in time, go back with me to 2012, and let's let Lloyd tell us the whole story of the Shelton Washington Paul Bunyan. We are here in Washington State, in a very cloudy and overcast Washington State, but today we're out looking for some Muffler Men. There's 3 Muffler Men in Washington State that I know of. One in Everett, north of Seattle, one in Graham, south of Seattle, and then there's these rumors of one near Shelton, but it doesn't seem to be located anywhere, at least not permanently. Just kind of hearing rumors about it, so I contacted my good friend Deborah Seltzer, and she gave me some contact information for a guy named Lloyd Prouty who lives up here, and apparently he's the owner of the Bunyan, the Muffler Man, and so I called him, and he agreed to meet with us. It's Christmas Eve, December 24th there. So we're going to run up. We're just south of Shelton right now, and we're going to go meet Lloyd, and hopefully he can show us his Paul Bunyan and learn a little bit more about it and its history and about him too. So we'll go take a look at that.
That was good, dude.
Was it?
Were you practicing on the way here?
No.
You want to do another, or? I think that was good.
We picked up Paul in 1995, and he was in about 13 pieces. We picked him up on a flatbed truck, brought him home to my house, tried to figure out what to do with him.
Yeah.
Put the word out, got a response back from Belfair Truck and Painting in Belfair, little town north of here. They volunteered to do all the restoration work. And my brother-in-law, Marv Ackerman, built the trailer. And all this stuff is all donated material. And he built the trailer. We had the local PUD, Public Utility District, which is the light company. They brought their boom truck out, loaded him up on the trailer. We bolted him down and got him on the trailer. And we've done all the restoration work, put all the hydraulics on him. We've gone through 2 sets of hydraulics, and they've all been donated. So it's kind of a community effort, but the ownership belongs to me, and I get pretty particular about that as far as who gets to borrow them. But it's just been a fun project for me to donate my time and effort to do something like this. And it's just, that's what old people are supposed to do. I mean, to me, it's when they're taking us through parade, we lower them and raise them, for the wires. Have all the kids say, "Yeah, do the limbo." Yeah, that's just fun. To see this thing go through the good times, the bad times, and bring it back in, and people respect that this thing as being an icon. This is Shelton. It just kind of helps people restore their faith, and yeah, we like doing this stuff. He was at a gas station called Binger's Gas Station, and that was they were here during the 40s and 50s, and Binger's brought him, used him as a traveling salesman kind of. They'd go from Tacoma here out to the harbor. This company had 3 or 4 gas stations, and they go from gas station to gas station. And finally got to the point too much hassle for the company, so they brought him here. They put him up on a concrete pedestal. He was on a concrete pedestal with Binger's for I'm not too sure how many years, and then Binger's went out of business. Gull Oil bought him out, and then Gull Oil kept him up in the same place, and then Gull Oil went out of business, and then Gull Oil gave him to the city. The city just kind of threw him in the back 40, and then he went from there to the high school, and the high school he was there for a couple of years, and they had a football game, and some of the Tumwater high school kids from Tumwater come over and stole the axe as kind of a prank, and then a big windstorm came over, knocked him over, and pretty well destroyed him. He was in 13 pieces when I got him. I got him in '95. Yeah. So we figured, we can't let that happen, so we just got together and fixed him. Yeah. And it's been fun ever since. This used to be the Binger's gas station, and these holes in the floor out here in the concrete, that's where the pumps were. And then Binger's went out of business, and Gull Oil bought them, and then Gull Oil went out of business. And then from here, they took Paul to the city. The city put him in the waterhouse and kept him there for 2 or 3 years. And then from there, he went to the high school, got destroyed, and that's where I got him.
So you used to walk by this spot?
Every day going to school. Yep. Huh. But it's just, guys like myself, we got the memories. Yeah. And the people come to town and say, well, that's the library, and it used to be here for years and years and years. But that was the old high school. Yeah. So the head has got an electric motor inside, which swings his head back and forth here. That's the purpose of that blue fiberglass, to give some room to go back and forth. And we've got the mister. We can put water down below in those red pipes, and they come out his nose. Got this from Sparta, Wisconsin, from the Fast Corporation, and nice people to work with. They just says, okay, here's what you're doing, here's what we're going to do for you, here's your price, and they brought him out here for free. And you can't beat, I like free.